I'm Nick, and I'm here with your January Rewind. We're going to go over a lot of things that happened in the month of January in the world of video games. So, January, we had tons of stuff happen, but one of the things that happened in January was EA canceled its open world Star Wars game that was being made by Visceral Games. Really heartbreaking. I was very upset by this. Brian, your feels. Give me the feels.
Give me more open world games.
More open world games, especially more open world Star Wars games.
Oh, yeah.
EA also said that BioWare, the team that made the original Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic games, 1 and 2, great games. No, you're not getting another one. You're not going to get a third one, which really sucks. I was upset about that, but that's okay. Because eventually, later on down the month, we got some Mortal Kombat 11 footage, both gameplay and storyline, and it looks bloody as heck. Brian, did you see any of that?
I didn't. The screen was just red.
It was just super, I can totally relate, because it was all red, it was covered in blood, and people were getting their faces ripped off, they were getting impaled with spears. It was typical Mortal Kombat. And it looks great, and it's coming out on Switch, which I'm happy about, right? We love that.
Mortal Kombat.
Portable Mortal Kombat.
Weird looks on the bus.
Yeah, it's gonna look really weird. Some people are gonna be like, hey, what are you playing? Whoa, wow, that's a little too much for me. But a game that is also coming on the Switch that won't be too much is the new Power Rangers fighting game. It's like called Battle for the Grid or some crazy thing like that. You're gonna have all the Power Rangers throughout all the sagas, and it's gonna be like your Marvel vs. Capcom style fighting game, which looks pretty cool. I'm pretty stoked about that. Brian, if you had to be a Power Ranger, which one right now?
Green.
Green for sure. You stole my thought. I'll take the white one instead. There you go. But yeah, I'm super excited about that. That's gonna be a lot of fun. Another thing that's happened in January was the Division 2, the team that's making that Division 2, it's called Ubisoft, if you didn't know. Ubisoft is not going to release the Division 2 on the Steam store. They are going to exclusively release Division 2 on the Epic store, which is really interesting as more and more dev companies are saying, nope, we're not going to release on Steam, we're only going to release on Epic. It's pretty interesting. You're starting to get this like PC stop war, which is happening. You had to pick one right now, Steam or Epic. Pick right now, Brian.
Steam, more titles on it right now.
For sure, yeah. At the moment, still Steam. Sorry, Epic. Got to do what I got to do. So, in other news, The Elder Scrolls Online announced that they are going to be getting a new DLC, which is going to release June 4th, called Elsewhere. Elsewhere is the location of the Khajiit people, which are the cute, cuddly, fearsome, ferocious cat people in Elder Scrolls. I like them. I like to make them as a thief and an assassin, and I always have a good time. In the new DLC, they're going to be adding the Necromancer class and everyone's favorite, dragons. So many dragons. Brian, how many dragons do you want to be in the game?
All of them.
Pick a number.
1,000.
1,000 exactly? 1,000 exactly. 999 isn't enough, but 1,001 is way too much. You gotta have 1,000 dragons. You heard it here first. Get it right. Get it right. Blizzard got something right. Blizzard paid some pretty good tribute to the late great Stan Lee. Hats off for Stan Lee. Some big respect, man. Thank you for everything you did. They paid tribute to Stan Lee by creating a character in World of Warcraft called Stormwind Stanley. He just kind of walks around and does his thing. He's like, hi, I'm Stanley. My name's Stormwind Stanley. How are you doing today? I'm doing great. I'm Stanley. But yeah, it was really cool. It's a touching little tribute to everyone's favorite characters in really all of the world, you know? So again, thank you, Stan Lee. Sorry about your passing. And Fallout 76, that game hasn't died yet, but it should, shouldn't it, Brian?
Oh, it absolutely should.
It absolutely should. It's getting pretty close though, when their permabanning players were finding the dev room, and inside that dev room, they found the only NPC in the game that isn't a robot. It's a human. If you had to name him, what would you name him?
Probably like Fred or something generic.
Not even close. His name is Ruby. What kind of name is that? That's like the name for a cow or something like that. I don't know. Like, look at my mascot. His name is Ruby. Ruby, Ruby, Ruby. Don't know what's happening there. But also, in order to try and make it up to Fallout 76 players, they've released a Fallout Classic Collection, which includes Fallout 1, Fallout 2, and Fallout Tactics. If you own 76, you get it for free. Too bad I already bought it for $6 on Steam like 4 months ago. Oh well, it happens. So, other things in the news. Nintendo data miners found some SNES codes for the Nintendo Switch Online. Some of those games that they found include Super Mario World, Super Mario Kart, Yoshi's Island, Super Metroid, and The Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past. 5 of my favorite Super Nintendo games. Brian, you gotta pick one Super Nintendo game to put on the online that wasn't named already. You gotta pick. Ready, go.
I don't know any off the way.
Pilot Wings, that was a cool game. Donkey Kong Country was also a cool game. I guess I'm that old, but that's okay. Favorite console, love it. Then big news of the month, we had Bungie. Bungie split from Activision. They broke each other's hearts. They put both of their stuff in a box to the left, so there are 2 boxes to the left, and they're just split up. They're done. Bungie and Activision will no longer be working on Destiny together for the foreseeable future, which is honestly pretty good or also pretty bad. It puts Destiny in the hands of Bungie. Speaking of Destiny, Destiny had some new content released recently for its Destiny 2 Forsaken game in the form of one of the new forges. Then there was a puzzle to open up this forge, but nobody could seem to figure it out. And after 48 hours, they just decided, you know what, we're gonna open the forge. But by doing that, it opened up a huge can of worms. You got half the community is saying you shouldn't have opened it, the other half is saying you should have. And everybody's just like, I want to play. Well, if you bought it, they should have done it. And it's okay. What do you think, Brian? If I buy the content, should I get it immediately?
Absolutely.
Absolutely. It's my money and I want it now. That's what's going to happen. In other news, Metroid Prime 4, they finally talked about it. But what they said was that it's going to get a giant reboot. And it's going to get rebooted by the team that made Metroid Prime 1, Metroid Prime 2, and Metroid Prime 3. Who is it going to be, you ask? Yeah, I'll tell you, it's Retro Studios. They're pretty cool. I'm proud of them for doing it. I'm very proud of Nintendo for saying, you know what? We don't like the way this is going. We're gonna go in this direction. It's gonna work out. I think it's gonna work out. Are you excited for Metroid Prime 4, Brian?
I am gonna play it.
You'll play it. I'll buy it. I'll like it. Maybe. It could be good.
It could be bad.
It could be
what
bad.
If the original's better?
What if it is? They should just release both, am I right? 2 for 1.
Absolutely.
Just do it. So another game that is actually coming out, it's coming out actually in February 22nd to be exact, Anthem. Anthem released its VIP demo and just the general open demo to the public recently, and I actually had some hands-on experience with the VIP demo, and it's actually pretty cool. The gameplay is pretty cool. Customization is out the wazoo. It plays a whole lot like Destiny. But the one thing that I really didn't like about the demo was the infinite loading screen, where you're just like, I'm gonna play, and then no, you're not. And that would happen frequently. Multiple times that happened to me through the couple hours that I got to play with the demo. But overall, I thought it was pretty cool. Just like the month of January. I thought the month of January was pretty cool. What did you think? Let me know in the comments down below. Also, hit that like button and hit that subscribe for more things video games and more things Adam Gaming. And have a good day.
Goodbye.